우리의 제절로 Casi con los pelones Buona vaina party Sila Shmawaya pitalo 우리 진짜 Tia pagelo Engineering 없자는 내 플로니에 La retournaste show up at a plan easy way when you join the mellow polo ignorate the mio se conosci la giornata hanno perso la gola una scelta alle distanze uguale La rete volaste, shower per granati si rei, ma un giorno dove la polo, ignorati nemmeno, se poi sbellati un nero, hanno perso la gola una scelta, alle teste che sono voleremo. Shall 주내줘 날 울려의 제줄로 Casi con los pelones Wanna body na party Sila Shmawaya pitalo 우리 진짜 Dia pagelo Engineering 없지 않은 limit 너의
Hello, and my goodness, I am so way up high with this camera. I should have just tilted it down, but
You want me to do it?
yeah.
I'm hearing static, but I'm not sure if that's the headphones.
Down. Okay, right there. Tighten it, and then just zoom it in on me. More. Good. All right.
That has to be like a behind the scenes. Let me just move my shoulder out of the way. There we go.
Oh.
All right, do we sound good?
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
I'm like, is the static from that cord?
It could be.
I mean, I'm not a scientist.
I gotta unplug some shit. Which is the vent fan.
It,
Takes the hot air out of this room.
and we're the two hottest guys here.
You and these damn puns.
God, that's why you still having this big.
Yes, unfortunately.
I gotta have some fun or I get bored.
Yeah,
Naturally.
yeah.
And I gotta entertain whoever's watching right now. And this isn't even
Of course.
recorded yet.
Yeah, it's not. I haven't hit the record button yet, but right now I'm about to in 3, 2, 1, and good evening, everyone. Welcome. How y'all doing? Episode 140 of the South Florida Gamers podcast. Yeah, we're a little bit late. I mean, y'all should be used to this by now. It's about 140 episodes, so
Florida time.
pretty much. Some days we're on time. Most days we're not on time. But we're here to give y'all a good show. We're here to, entertain y'all.
Oh yeah.
Talk about some gaming
We're
stuff.
we're all working people here and such.
Absolutely. And, of course, this guy doesn't need no introduction. You already know who he is.
It's your boy Era Waluigi. Anyways, glad to be back again. Sunday's episode was super funny. Like that was
Absolutely.
probably one of the most chaotic episodes of the year, besides Chris Valdi.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to Trayvon the Titan.
Oh yeah,
Glad to have him on.
my goat.
Fantastic guest. And can't wait to have him back on, especially for group episodes. And I think I do have one in mind. So y'all just have to stay tuned, stick around, and wait for that upcoming announcement because it could be sooner rather than later. But, people have different schedules and whatnot. But
And like we always say, if you want to join the podcast in your South Florida area, just follow the Instagram page and go through the steps. We have it as a video, worst case, in case you don't know how to do the steps.
absolutely, there is a very easy to do guide on exactly how and what you need to do to be a part of the podcast. And I need to program on the Stream Deck for those that are watching via YouTube or Twitch that, hey, here's the link if you want to be a part of the podcast. So that way, boom, I just post the link in the chat and, yeah, you just fill out the application and we'll get right to you. The biggest thing to be a part of the podcast, the biggest thing is you need to be a South Florida resident.
Unless you're visiting for some reason, but that's a rare exception.
Yeah. We have we've never had the rare exceptions come or whatnot, but
No, we don't. But that's
we could be open to it, but it's just the fact that we would like for guest episodes to be in person, so that way one, there aren't any audio issues, and it's an in-person podcast, so you get the vibe that myself and Waluigi will give off, and then of course it also shows people in real time that hey, there are people that do get together, that do bring people on for the very first time, and it's not popular people. It could be an average, ordinary person. As long as you play video games, you're a gamer, you're welcomed on the podcast.
Oh, hell yeah.
Like, it's that simple. Like, we accept any and all gamers. Like, if you play video games,
MOBAs,
gachas, you name it.
So forth, like even D&D, Warhammer, TCGs, etc.
Yeah, like
old game.
Yeah, like eventually, at least not eventually, but at least you've played a console game. At least you played a handheld game like a Game Boy or a PSP, something like that to that nature. Which is why we invite anyone and everyone to be a guest on the podcast, where we're just gonna talk nothing about games. And our job, myself and my co-host, our job is to make you look good. We make the episode about you and only you when we do our guest interviews. And for those that are interested in the group interviews that we've done in the past, usually that requires a lot of planning, pre-planning. And then, of course, most people have conflicting schedules. So sometimes we have to like work around it, or we may end up having to push the date back a little bit further, because it's different when you have multiple people on. And then, of course, myself and Waluigi, we also have to plan on the personalities. Yeah. Like, is this person if this person is good for certain conversations, could we pair them with another person, which would create a very elaborate episode and, of course, good discussion.
It's just natural chemistry.
Absolutely. Like, the first group episode that we did this year was the PlayStation Cast.
Yeah.
With Four Face Buttons and Jake James Lugo.
And
shout out to both of them.
chemistry was like spot on. They are fucking nerds and they're good at what they do. Like,
absolutely.
Like, I gotta say that with the kindest, respectful way. Like, cause that's dead serious. Like, they were on their A game.
Oh yeah.
Before and after the episode.
Oh yeah, definitely. So you kind of get that. So you kind of get that idea of when we do group episodes, it's with different, unique people, and we try to see if we can pair them up with people that are closely like-minded to them,
or
so to speak.
Or even our own guests want to experiment with certain people.
Yeah,
which is a very rare thing.
It's definitely very rare.
There's one combo I cannot wait to try out, but I gotta see if our guest is available for this.
Absolutely. So, with that being said, just to give you guys just the intro and the breakdown on how it is when we do our guest interviews. Listen, if you're a gamer in the South Florida area, you play video games, you're welcome to be a guest on the podcast.
Hell yeah.
Open to anybody. So, that being said, I also want to give a big shout out to everyone on the South Florida Gamers Podcast Instagram and the South Florida Gamer Podcast TikTok for reaching over 300 followers.
Wait, 300 followers?
Yes.
Holy mackerel. I know we texted this, but just the fact that we reached 300 in such a short time is literally a shocker.
Absolutely.
It just felt like yesterday we were at CEO just trying to get people's attention, but now we got people online watching us, and I'm grateful for that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're still going to continue to put out more content. We're still going to do more of the podcast and finding more ways to put out more content to you guys, more different, unique content. And then, of course, staying engaged with you guys as well, especially outside the podcast, to where myself, I'm slowly getting back into doing a consistent streaming schedule throughout the week. So after a podcast, let's just say on a Sunday, Monday, I'm not streaming, of course. Tuesday night, I'll be streaming from 9 p.m. to 11. Wednesday, same thing, 9 to 11. Thursdays, we're here in the studio doing the podcast. Fridays, I have my FGC nights, but the other Friday, I could be doing streaming again. Or if I'm tied up doing any other stuff on a Friday night, then I may not stream that night. So Fridays is kind of like iffy, but you'll know and see. And then Saturdays, of course, I don't stream. So you can look forward to any of my streams on Sundays, which is the podcast, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, which is where I do my game streaming, and then, of course, Thursdays, I do the podcast.
Yeah, I'm still working on my stream schedule as well. Like, I got my stuff set back up again. My audio is all in check. But I think I actually want to do at least either a Tuesday or a Wednesday stream. At least one stream, one game. Doesn't have to be fighting games, but just some stuff I'm doing, such as competitive TCGs like One Piece or Union Arena, or just some gaming shenanigans or webcams with the Discord homies. Like some stuff that is natural, candid, out of pocket, or in case you just want to chit chat with me, hey, I'm good looking, I'm all over the place. You can hit my line. Or if you want a game with me, just shoot me a DM. I'm happy to join.
Absolutely. So, be on the lookout for our posts on our social medias on when we're going to be streaming next. So, with that being said, before we move on to our next to our topic of tonight, again, thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
For helping us reach a new milestone, 300 followers on both TikTok and Instagram. We're going to keep growing. We're going to keep pushing. We greatly appreciate every one of y'all, especially those on TikTok, because y'all be flaming me in them comments.
Oh my God, it's so
y'all be flaming me in the comments, especially.
Man, where's the flaming on me? I'm sad. Like, everyone hits silver, but me is just like, they ignore me completely. And we're both minorities, which is even the worst part about this.
It's just
It's like they hit him instead of me. That's been a running gag since Otaku Fest of 2021, where I purposely try to get canceled and nobody hit me.
I'm a wanted man. Some people just don't like my takes. And I know sometimes when I like rewatch the episode or I re-listen to it, I'll be like, all right, you know what? That was kind of a bad take right there on my end. I probably didn't. I probably should elaborate a little bit more on that. But listen, for those that are on TikTok, listen, I know. Listen, y'all be flaming me in the comment section. But I appreciate y'all a lot. Greatly do, especially the ones that follow us and then keep up with the content. Hey, I appreciate y'all. But continue on with the flaming. Listen, as long as you're not extremely disrespectful, I'm cool with it. You feel me? So, without further ado, we're going to get in with our first topic, and that is the Ghost of Yōtei State of Play gameplay deep dive.
The one that just came out a couple hours ago, right?
Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and watch it and, give you guys our live reaction. Take it away.
Rated M for mention.
Let me make sure.
Sucker Punch.
Make sure I lower that.
Hello everyone, this is Jason Connell and Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Productions. Ghost of Tsushima was an honor to be a part of. And
Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get rid of this damn thing right here.
To go full screen mode?
No, damn it. Hold on.
Ew. Rats. So close yet so far.
The whole thing doesn't freeze up on me?
It's become a ghost of State of Play. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Hold on, y'all. I'm going to get it back up. Bear with me.
Like, where the real ghost at?
Why is it so slow? Bro's like, it's not responding.
Oh, that sucks.
Okay.
But, like, never mind. I was ready to say some stupid shit.
All right, full screen, damn you. There we go.
Now we can switch scenes.
hello everyone, this is Jason Connell and Nate Fox from Sucker Punch Productions.
Hello.
Ghost of Tsushima was an honor to be a part of. And today, Nate and I get to share more about our next game, Ghost of Yōtei.
Sorry for pausing it, but I'm not liking this quality.
Damn, that mountain. That's some good-ass detail.
I'm trying to change the quality for y'all.
Like, that tree looks like I could walk outside and see the same thing, even though we're in Florida and see palm trees. Damn. This is the future of gaming. I just got a tear in my eye just thinking about it.
All right, there we go.
Okay, I'm just being dramatic anyways. So, go back.
We'll be
into it.
sharing how we've crafted the game around exploration while keeping Atsu's tale of vengeance front and center. We'll also talk about ghost combat and how it's evolved.
Ghost.
And we'll
combat.
introduce for the first time some new special modes of play. But let's start things off first
It is a
by
bit
talking about a Japanese folk
Yeah.
legend, the Onryo.
Damn. Unreal.
The people of Ezo believe Atsu is an Onryo, a wrathful ghost bent on revenge.
Oh.
And they're half right. Atsu doesn't care if she lives or dies, so long as she can punish the Yōtei Six, a ruthless gang who slaughtered her family. After 16 years in the South, she's returned home to put their spirits to rest. It's warm memories of her family that propel her forward. When Atsu returns to her childhood home, with the push of a button, you can experience those cherished times.
Oh, so it's like flashback. Okay.
That's interesting.
That
By
is cool,
giving
though.
you the
Yeah.
freedom to explore Atsu's past, the wound of her loss becomes personal.
Ah.
It's that pain that pushes her forward. Hunting down the Yōtei Six is a near impossible task. She'll face 1,000 blades. But the Onryo is relentless, and with each victory, the ghost story around her grows.
Damn. Oh, that's cool. Like the edge of Japan.
Ghost of Yōtei focuses on player freedom more than any game Sucker Punch has ever made. But it's also a game that, at its heart, is inspired by so many of our favorite wandering samurai films. So let's start off by talking about exploration at the edge of Japan.
The view looks amazing.
It does.
We all have
Really
different
good.
playstyles, so we set out to make an open world game that lets you drive your own experiences.
Okay.
Whether that's your curiosity to wonder, your thirst for combat, or a deep desire to stay focused on the story. As you explore, there's an underlying clue system that invites you to new adventures and new areas of the game that could be appealing to you. If you interrogate an enemy, choosing to ask about the Oni, you could uncover a landscape scarred by fire with more bold, samurai-like enemies to fight and abilities for Atsu to learn.
Okay.
Or if you ask about the Kitsune, it might lead you to an area filled with snow and deception, enemies that ambush you, and new ninja-like tactics to study. Atsu draws cards for each clue to keep track of all available adventures. The more you play, the more the game unfolds for you. As she makes progress against the Yōtei Six, her legend as the Onryo grows.
It's her.
Bounty will go up, drawing the attention of deadlier foes.
Are you lost?
I'm looking for some old friends. The Yōtei Six.
Show her the door.
There is a hefty price on Atsu's head. Now, Atsu can also hunt down her own bounties that bring her all around the land.
Oh, that's
This
funny.
is a lucrative way to make some money to fuel her vengeance quest.
Oh, that's cool.
You're not on plan Eguchi. You're here for my bounty.
Hidden in the world are altars of reflection. Finding one inspires Atsu and unlocks a new ability to help her on the journey ahead. They are fun to find on their own, but for a quicker route, you can always buy a traveler's map from the cartographer.
Oh, that's real.
Ghost of Yōtei isn't going to rush you through anything. You can choose what motivates you most.
I'm all about the
But we
action.
think the
That's
best
just
way
me.
to play is to simply pull out your spyglass,
I'm mixed.
find something interesting on the horizon, and enjoy the ride.
Let's ride.
Okay, there we go.
Yep, the same feature that is currently on Ghost of Tsushima. Just that feel, that the atmosphere is just, you enjoy it so much.
Oh, wow.
The lands around Yōtei are vast. It's not about checking it all off, it's about engaging in the content that gets you excited.
They brought that back.
Embrace that curiosity and let the wind guide you on your hunt.
The wind as your waypoint, meaning telling you like, you know, you should go here, you should go there. Especially if you have like mark,
Ezo is a dangerous
the wind
place.
will guide you to it.
Atsu always wields a weapon. As for which, that's up to
Hold
you.
on.
Will you choose a katana, spear, a surigama, odachi, or dual swords?
Ooh.
Dual
Each
swords.
is uniquely effective against a particular enemy and has their own set of upgrades to discover and master.
Plant psycho banners.
Let's see how she uses these weapons in the field, searching for leads
Oh,
on
I'll grab
Lord
an Odachi.
Saito.
This is our food, from our soil. The soldiers need it more to free you.
Free us. Inokichi steals our crops while our families starve.
Get over here.
Atsu's no samurai or ninja. No. She's a lone wolf mercenary
Oh.
who'll use every advantage, every dirty trick to win a fight.
She switches that easily. That's so cool.
Combat has the feel of a classic samurai movie. Every motion counts. It's about lethal precision.
Switch to
Yeah, because in Ghost of Tsushima, you only got one weapon type, and that's just a katana.
If an enemy swings hard, Atsu can lose her weapon. But
That's
if she's
new.
quick, she can disarm them.
Oh. That's sick.
Now, disarming them is even better.
Choose the right weapon for the job. To fight a massive enemy, her huge Odachi blade is best.
Makes sense. Oh, what? Okay, you know it's a game quiz. Putting the sword in the back is already a pain in the ass. But that's so cool.
He looks like the one in charge.
Tonight, we feast.
Like, that trip goes hard. Ooh. Oh.
Blades are great, but ranged weapons work too. And Atsu's got an
And she has a
arsenal.
gun, I know this game. Oh my god, she's packing heat! Headshot.
Bounty hunter. Ghost.
Thrown weapons like kunai, bombs, or even blinding powder can give Atsu an edge. When enemies switch weapons, you'll have to adapt. Dual swords are best against spears.
3-piece combo into the kill.
No more.
Tell me what you know about Saito.
Atsu doesn't always fight alone. She'll meet several allies on her hunt, including a mysterious wolf.
Take off that dog on her. That's so cool. Under the stars.
Atsu can set up camp under the stars of Ezo. But she's not always alone.
Hey, friend. Share your fire with the traveling peddler?
What are you selling?
A mask said to be cursed with the unpredictable nature of its previous owner.
Camping under the stars is a great way to rest up, play your shamisen, or cook to ready for a fight ahead. It's also designed to help bring important characters and upgrades straight to you. In fact, in place of the journal menu from Ghost of Tsushima, we've opted for a more character-driven way of managing allies and vendors you meet in Ezo. Over time, Atsu grows to have her own wolf pack.
Huh.
Here, you can keep track of when a sensei might have a weapon skill for you, or when a vendor has something unique to sell. Managing upgrades, resources, when to buy what, can be a burden in a big open world game. At campsites, members of your wolf pack can catch up with you, offering upgrades and unique items.
Okay, that's
This
cool.
helps ensure you have every opportunity to upgrade and prepare for Atsu's vengeance quest ahead. You don't have to leave where you're exploring, the game comes to you.
That's good.
That's real.
Yeah.
No customization.
While exploring Ezo, you'll discover all sorts of new armor, charms, and gear. Perfect for building up Atsu around your chosen playstyle. Are you stealth, ranged, or melee focused? Find and combine the
I just
pieces
want the
that
smoke.
are just right for you.
Meh.
I don't want to sneak in. I
And
just
of course,
throw everyone at me.
customize the look of your armor and weapons to make sure that your version of Atsu looks and fights just the way you want.
What the heck was up? Oh, that's so sick. She has a lot of drip.
Oh yeah, same with Ghost of Tsushima too.
I need to play the game. I still have it
The
unopened,
score
brother.
of Ghost of Yōtei is incredibly special to us. Our amazing composer, Toma Otoa, has created a mashup of Eastern instrumentation with Western flavors, brought to life through an exciting collaboration of many talented artists.
でこうダウンビートまで
Oh, that goes hard.
If you like what you heard, we're releasing 2 tracks featured in today's State of Play on your favorite streaming service immediately after the show.
Okay, so I see that they're still keeping the tradition of Tsushima in this game, like the good aspects of it, and of course photo mode.
The digital photography community for Ghost of Tsushima is incredible.
Yes.
We're happy to have photo mode back in Ghost of Yōtei and look forward to seeing photos from your journey across Ezo.
I remember I took so many photos when I was playing Ghost of Tsushima.
I feel like I'm gonna have to play this game. I'm gonna do the same. I mean,
It's definitely one of those games where
We want playing through Ghost of
Take your
Yōtei
time.
to feel like stepping inside of your favorite classic samurai films. So, from the beginning of the game, we're happy to offer a full Japanese voice track with full lip sync that you can play with subtitles.
that's so cool.
誰だてめえ
That's so cool.
that's how I played. That's how I played Ghost of Tsushima.
In Japanese. Was
Yep.
that-
Because I want that authentic experience,
You're
and it was 10 out of 10.
一人残らず息の根止めたと思ったまた
Man, this makes me want to watch Japanese movies.
刀鍛冶の娘
It just makes the experience so much better. No shade to the English dub, but
You're playing a Japanese game.
I know.
Take the
I know. It's just like I need that authenticity.
But some will say the same thing with JRPGs, playing in English. But this is a whole different exception.
Yeah.
Because games like Tenchu are in like straight up Japanese, or Way of the Samurai.
Oh yeah, black and white mode.
Increased win.
Like when you can play the entire game in black and white mode, and it gives you like that real authentic samurai feel.
Oh my god.
Like it's just cinema, bro.
For Ghosts of Yōtei, we wanted to celebrate two other influential directors who have had an impact on the genre as a whole. First, we've partnered with Takeshi Miike, director of 13 Assassins.
Ooh, that's
for mode
actually a
that
good
puts
one.
The camera closer during combat for a more intense, raw experience, along with increased mud and blood splatter.
Yeah, I have seen 13
And
Assassins.
lastly, we've partnered with the director of Samurai Champloo, Shinichiro Watanabe. Turn this mode on to listen to some original lo-fi tracks directed by Watanabe himself.
Yep, I'm getting this game.
Oh yeah.
100%. That's all you need to tell me. Because Samurai Champloo, GOAT series.
Yes.
One of the only few series that became an anime first, then a manga. And plus lo-fi tracks? Hell yes. I want to kill while playing some chill shit.
There's so many ways to make your Ghost of Yōtei playthrough your own. But no matter how you play, here's one way to experience Ghost of Yōtei that is sure to be special.
Play Ghost of Tsushima, I'll play it. Wait,
Dramatization.
they call this something else in Japan, where if something breaks, it becomes gold. Oh, never mind.
Available October 2nd.
It's dope, but is it worth it?
Hey, you can gift it to someone, or if you're a collector.
Today, you've got a glimpse into Atsu's hunt for the
Depends
Yōtei
on how much
6.
it is.
Forge your own path while discovering the secrets of Ezo. To survive, you'll need to master a variety of weapons, using lethal precision to overcome the odds and take revenge as the Onryo. Ghost of Yōtei comes out on October 2nd. Thank you so much for watching.
Okay.
All right. So, what did you think about that?
That looks like a banger series. Like it's gonna be, I don't know if it'll be immediate game of the year, but it's gonna be a contender.
It definitely is.
The fact that it's including 2 directors of 13 Assassins and you have a different mode for each part of the game and newer versions from the last series, insanity. Like you have different ways you want to play, how you want to play, and they made it more open world and more spread it forward depending on the player, which is super cool. Because you personally, I know you are the person that likes to fight, wants to run fades, get the smoke. I'm the opposite. I want to explore and see things and get the story through.
Oh yeah, like I love the exploration too. Because when I was playing Ghost of Tsushima, I did a lot of exploring, going here and there, and just taking everything in. And then when I got to a point where I was like strong and powerful, that's when I was like, all right, I want to run the fade. I want to fight. I want to fight people. Like it got to a point for me. I don't want to take everyone out stealth, because it's just like it's kind of too easy. I want, like, you know what? Just roll up to the enemy camp, roll up right through the front door, and be like, all right, I'm here. Throw them at me. Let's go. And then you get surrounded. Everyone, tries to, backstab you or whatnot. And then you're like, okay, it's a bit too much. Blinding smoke, run around. All right, stealth time. Bye. Going after that big one.
That's real.
Yeah, but yeah, I definitely liked what I see. this, I mean, if you've played Ghost of Tsushima, like myself and many others, we already know that. Yeah, this is gonna be another great banger.
I'm looking
Hopefully,
forward
the
to it.
story is really good because I enjoyed the story of Ghost of Tsushima of Jin Sakai. Like if I don't know if you knew this, but the Japanese voice actor also voiced Zoro from One Piece.
I did not know this. Holy mackerel.
So yeah, so playing that game while him being a voice actor, I was just like, mwah, loved it.
Noted. Then I remember like how much money they gave to the game that they were able to repair a shrine. That was like one of the old topics that we brought up a while back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can see the potential in this game.
Definitely.
It's like one of those PlayStation exclusives that needed to be brought out sooner than later.
Yeah, and you wanted this game not to be rushed, but give it time to cook because I'm glad that, Ghost of Tsushima, when it came out for the PS4, they took their time with that game.
I'm going to be disrespectful, but it's going to be like 100 times better than looking at Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Yeah.
And I know people in the comments going to be like, oh, it's a great game. It's this. Nah. Y'all sucking on Ubisoft a little too hard.
I mean, what we've just seen there, I'm just like, listen, I don't think...
Nah, Sucker Punch knew what they were doing.
Yeah. After the success of Ghost of Tsushima, of course, they just, repeat this, you repeat the formula for your next game. You add more new shit into your new game so that way it feels fresh, and then you have a good story that goes along with it. Hopefully the story is good. And voila, you have another game that'll, make a lot of money and it'll be successful.
Real. Gotcha, got one comments?
No. No, I just had to log into Twitter. It does that verification thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I had to look at the number.
See if anyone has dodged us. Which is everybody. Can't even say a hi on a Twitch chat.
Because I wanted to pull up the next topic because I usually have all of our topics bookmarked, so I had to re-log back into Twitter. All right, so let me pull up this next one. This is in regards to the Xbox Game Pass. So
Xbox Game Pass.
yeah,
I
like
have heard
last
that
week,
name.
last week when you weren't here, I've done my talkings with the Xbox, and I also had shout out to Red Spectre. He also called in and came in as well.
Yeah, I was there around the time. Shout out to Coordinator Homie.
And gave his his thoughts on Xbox and whatnot, and it's just to hear even more bad news about the Xbox.
What bad news now?
It's just pretty much it involves with Game Pass, like Game Pass pretty much being from this article coming from Arcane Studios founder put Game Pass on blast and declared it damaging for the industry.
Ooh. Damaging for the industry.
Yeah, so
damn. Not like, hey, it's just some things going on. No, damaging the industry straight up.
Yeah, so
where have I heard that before?
So it's no big secret that not everyone agrees with Game Pass operating model. Historically, the service has come under fire for not doing as much for developers, especially smaller ones, than everyone might at first assume. One prolific personality recently took to social media to point out how the Game Pass service isn't all it's cracked up to be. Enter Raphael Colantonio, founder of Arcane Studios and creative director of most of the studio's games such as Dishonored and Prey. He doesn't like Game Pass and he's not alone. Reality has to hit. In a post on social media, Raphael Colantonio, that is a unique name, Colantonio, suddenly asked why nobody is talking about the elephant in the room, presumably in the wake of the recent Microsoft layoffs that heavily impacted Xbox and many associated studios. The elephant in this case is Game Pass, and when someone asked him for his perspective Colantonio didn't hold back. I think Game Pass is an unsustainable model that has been increasingly damaging the industry for a decade, subsidizing by Microsoft's infinite money. But at some point, reality has to hit. I don't think Game Pass can coexist with other models. They'll either kill everyone else or give up. An hour later, his analytical perspective was joined by Michael Deuce, Larian Studios publishing director. What happens when all that money runs out is the most vocal concern in my network, and one of the main economic reasons people I know haven't shifted to its business model. The infinite money thing never made any sense. The pair touched on cannibalizing sales, which is one of the core concerns of Game Pass. If a developer or publisher launches a game exclusively on Game Pass, nobody technically pays for their game except for Microsoft paying to get it on the catalog. Dowse admitted that it's a good thing for de-risking projects for smaller teams, but the buck stops there. He did then point out that Sony's lifecycle management of way of working is much more preferable. Colantonio then suggested that my Game Pass should be a back catalog product only. That's how it doesn't hurt anyone. Which, that point, I agree. It should be. Do you think Game Pass is inherently damaging and getting worse? Let me know. Let me know your thoughts in the Insider Gaming forum. So, Game Pass.
Yes.
My thoughts on it is that I do agree that this should be a back catalog for games. Let's just say a game came out a year ago and whatnot, and suddenly, it's not making a lot of sales or whatnot. So it would make sense to put a game on Game Pass. Like, let's just say it's a big AAA game. It came out in a year, and it didn't do well in sales, or it did maybe fairly well in sales, right? Then a year later, you can put it on Game Pass. So that way, hey, at least you have one full year, physical year, to get as many sales of that game as possible. So that way, at least the developing team can be compensated for it. Hopefully, if they don't run at a negative loss, at least hopefully they make some. Not only they break even, but they at least make some profit with Game Pass. And I see this with up and coming games, like some brand new games. They go straight to Game Pass, and with how Game Pass is, I should let me pull it up. Like, I want to do the prices. Xbox Game Pass price. Next time, I'm just going to get this tethered with an Ethernet cord so that way this just loads faster. Join now. All right, so we're going to do console. We're going to look at console. All right. Core is about $9.99 a month.
Okay.
Standard, get your first 14 days for $1, then $14.99 a month. So I'm guessing a lot of people, let's just say if it's their first time, they just go with, or they have not subscribed to the service in a long period of time, they go with the standard because, hey, $1 a month, you can't beat that.
No.
I could play brand new games that cost like $60, $70 for just $1. Play it within a couple of days, and then all right, cancel the service. Like, how's the developers going to make their money? Granted, Microsoft can just give them the money, but let's just say that if they didn't put it on a Game Pass and they ended up making more money than Microsoft would have given them, they would have been like, we should have went with that route.
Yeah, that's what I'm beginning to notice as well.
Yeah, and then Ultimate being $19 and $19.99 a month.
But what does it do?
So, let me clear my throat. For Ultimate, Hundreds of high quality games on console, PC, and cloud. New games on day one. Online console multiplayer. Member deals, discounts, perks, in-game benefits for free-to-play games, and
That's bullshit.
EA Play membership.
Oh, just pretty much bullshit. Except like a pre-release of a game.
But I'm guessing a lot of people pretty much go with the standard
Yeah.
or core. So let me look at. All right, so if you want both, you get the ultimate. If you want PC only, and look for PC. PC, get your first 14 days for $1.
Ah,
$1 and then $11.99 a month.
that's stupid.
PC. Knowing that it's free to play multiplayer games online for PC. But hey, you want to play some Xbox games? Hey, you want to play the new Call of Duty and not drop what $70 for it? Oh, just get Game Pass. Much cheaper. And guess what? When you're done with the game within the first 15 to 20 days, cancel the service. And then try it again and a couple of months later down the line. All right, I'll try it again. It's like how our developers are going to make their money.
Or what kind of repercussions they're going to give people.
Right.
That's the real thing. It's like, hey, you've been doing this for a while. You're either going to get a membership or we're going to ban your account. Which could cause a little controversy, but it'd be sticking to business.
Right.
Because seeing these pointless transactions for not even like $1, barely even $1 for 1 month from everybody, or just a short amount of people, it is a waste of time.
Yeah, like if you have a new game and it's a AA game that you think that may do very well on the Xbox console, are you going to take the risk and have it on Game Pass? Get the money up front from Microsoft, and then lo and behold, you look at the PlayStation. Let's just say it also releases on the PlayStation as well. It's not on the PlayStation Plus program, but you see that, man, this game sold really, really well, but we have it on Game Pass. We could have made more money, if we didn't have the game on Game Pass.
It's just like, what do you do in that situation?
It's like Game Pass is a good idea. Like if you really want to, game on a budget, which I'm not knocking.
No.
But it hurts developers who are trying to make a living, and then all of a sudden, if the game doesn't, isn't very received well, all right, we're just gonna, do some layoffs, try to save some money, cut our losses, and get rid of some developers. Bye.
Which kind of led to the incident that happened a few weeks ago where Microsoft laid off 9,000 people.
Yeah.
Which could cause cancellation in so many games and such.
Yeah, a lot of game projects end up getting canceled, studios being shut down.
That's just sheer insanity.
And Microsoft acquired a lot of these studios because we all remember, I think years ago, when I think it was during the Xbox One era, Xbox One, PS4 era, where they were just like gathering studios.
Yeah.
Like the biggest one was Bethesda. Like, holy shit, Microsoft done bought Bethesda.
Yeah.
And then they also went after Activision, which they ended up getting Activision.
Yeah.
And
Blizzard.
fast forward, yep, they also got Blizzard too. So, and now fast forward, now they're getting rid of people, and it's just like, what was the point of acquiring these studios? Like, why? So that way you can have them just churn out more games for Game Pass, where people are just going to cancel their subscription and just keep it moving.
It just looks like a waste the more you look at it.
Yeah. And I feel bad for Xbox gamers, man. Like, I understand, because a lot of Xbox gamers, they did hype up Game Pass, like it was
I was one of those people.
Yeah, like it was better than the PlayStation Plus, which I will give them credit to that. But long term, it's like it's actually hurting you guys, because as in this article that I read, I do agree that Game Pass should have just been a back catalog for games. Like games that recently came out, like a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years ago, and you have them featured in your service. Same thing what PlayStation does with the PlayStation Plus program, which they broke it down into tiers. Which, let me go ahead and pull that up. Yeah, they have PlayStation Essential, Extra, and Premium.
Yeah, just very standard names.
And all of the games that they show and highlight is usually like, as for Essential, like every month, here are the games for the month that you can download for free. If you have PlayStation Plus, here are the games that you can download and play for free. So let me. All right, we're gonna join PlayStation Plus. We're gonna look at this. I'll show y'all. So we're gonna look at. Let's look at Essential, right? Essential, which is pretty much the plan that I have. I get monthly games, online multiplayer, and exclusive discounts. And of course, I get share play, cloud storage, and exclusive content. Cool. Because with the PlayStation Plus Essential, I still have like a huge library of games that I've added to my library because I have PlayStation Plus that eventually I'm going to get to and play, but they're just in my backlog category, so
That are already downloaded.
or soon to be downloaded. Yeah. I have a lot.
Damn.
Extra, you have the game catalog, so they give you like a catalog of games that you can play, and Ubisoft Classics. And then Premium, you have Classics catalog, game trials, and cloud streaming. With cloud streaming, you're able to play PS3 games.
Damn.
And I'm just like, y'all should have gave that in Essentials. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The monthly games, the games that they have featured. So this is a, breakdown of it. Essential, Extra, and Premium. I would just go for Essential. It's the cheapest one.
That's real.
But if you compete in those PlayStation tournaments, like I know Four Face Buttons did back in the past, shout out to him. They would award you with I think PlayStation Premium or Extra.
Either that or like some iconic avatar sticker that you can't get.
Yeah, but he got but they gave him like one free year, free because he won a tournament.
Damn, do I need to beat up people to do this? I didn't.
And that was in Strive.
Do I need to bully people to do this? Why didn't Fourface tell me this?
That man kept that information to himself.
He gate kept until his retirement. I hate him. No, just joking. Just joking.
Because that'd have been easy money for you. Be like,
yes,
I could have farmed.
I could have farmed on PlayStation instead of going to my own home. Boo.
And of course, like, here are the games that you guys see. Like, these are games that are in the PlayStation Plus. You have Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut, Spider-Man Miles Morales, God of War Ragnarok, Rainbow Six Siege, Hogwarts Legacy, Jedi Survivor, Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, wow. All of that.
Oh, yeah. But these are games that were already out. Like, game catalog. Like, the PlayStation Plus game catalog is ridiculously huge, but you pretty much get what I'm trying to, go.
I know what you're going with. I'm trying to see if that profile picture is still there. Because I forgot I won a Guilty Gear tournament like a year ago. Like years ago.
Yeah, you also have like classic games on the PlayStation Plus. Beyond Two Souls, I remember that was on the PS3. I think I still have that game. Crisis Remastered, Dishonored, The Dooms, God of War 3 Remastered, Gravity Rush, Jack 3, Jack Frontier, Jack and Daxter. Yeah, these are like PS2 games that you could play in the catalog, in the Classics catalog. Killzone Liberation. Sly Cooper's, like Strider, Startup.
Wow, I'm actually impressed.
Yeah, like the PlayStation catalog is huge, but again, it comes with the service, especially if you sign up for the it's not essential but extra and the premium one. So you get access to all these other games, the Uncharted collection. So yeah, like when you look at it, it's like PlayStation would be overall the much better choice because the fact that you have access to all these other games that you can just go ahead and play versus Xbox where yeah, you can play some of these brand new games day one for a much cheaper price, but in the long term it actually hurts Xbox. It doesn't help them, it hurts
It gives
them.
them a lot of damage.
Yeah, because like I was okay with the fact that okay they're trying to emulate what PlayStation doing with the PlayStation service, but this time it was like you know what, to be competitive, let's have some of our big AAA games on Game Pass day one, thinking that okay that's gonna be a good thing and it'll drive up sales, which and they thought that it was going to drive up sales for the game. Like once people play the game on Game Pass, they'll probably go out and
Nope.
buy the actual. No, they're not. Like
Nope.
what they fail to realize with gamers is like once we've had our time with the game, we're moving on to another game. Like we move on from one game to another, and it's like if I've already played this game, the full game, at a much cheaper price without me having to dump 70 or 80 60 70 $80, what makes you think I'm going to go out and buy the actual full game so that way I can have it in my library? Like with the PlayStation Plus, I have access to games that already came out, but they now are in the PlayStation Plus library system. That because I have PlayStation Plus as a service, I have the essential service. I can have access to some of these games and some of the older games as well. As long as I have it downloaded to my library, I'm good. I can still play these games later down the line if I so choose to. So I find value in that. But with the Xbox Game Pass, with their big AAA games, day one, hey, it's a good thing, but I'm not going to go out and dump $60, $70 on a game when I've just experienced it for a much cheaper price of either $1 because I went with the standard service, or I paid $9.99, $14.99 a month, and that's it. Like, as the article said, had they used the Xbox Game Pass to have it as like a back catalog of games that were already out, it would have been fine. But now we see it's actually hurting them. It's hurting them, and it's hurting the developers even worse, to the point where Microsoft is just be like, all right, you guys got to shut down the studio. So they acquired all these studios to continue to pump and create games for Game Pass. If they don't do well, they don't get downloaded. Gamers don't go out and go buy them. So it's just like, what was the point? It should have just been as a back catalog.
I'm still salty. They never sent me my premium avatar.
Damn.
So we're talking high about Sony right now, but right now, shit's anyways. But yeah, with the whole Game Pass thing, it's just a bummer. Like you're seeing developers slowly go out of their way to create a good game for people to play, to buy, promote, and such. But no, it's just $1 trial is what it looks like. It unfortunately sets up a lot of compromising, and you can promote the game, or if it's a multiplayer, a fan base, and potentially people keeping the consistency with possibly holding a trial, or if they just reset and do it again. It's hard to tell how the human mind thinks, but the human wallet thinks a lot faster. Am I wrong, Silver?
No, you're not wrong.
The wallet talks more than the own actions.
Yeah.
And Microsoft has been hella quiet with most of her actions. That's why I personally believe like the whole 9,000 employee incident is going to create more of like a draft, like a heavy winds that's going to cause a lot of gaming companies with Microsoft to start changing, merging, or diverging completely into separate matters. Like hell, watch Sony start buying some of these companies, which I don't. It's a 50-50 with how it goes.
Yeah, Sony right now I would say, is in a pretty okay position. They don't have to go out and buy game studios because because most of these gaming developers, they know that if they release a game for a console, it's gonna do well on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
Hence why,
They don't really have to chase,
yeah,
but they could buy if they want.
yeah. But now we're starting to see a shift to where now game sales are selling a lot better on PC than PlayStation. We're starting to see that shift.
Oh yeah, consoles wars aren't unfortunately like what they used to be, and we've talked about this before.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing Sony do better than Microsoft is a shocker,
Yeah,
and Microsoft just keeps going lower.
yeah. They have not. They have not recovered after that 2013 disaster.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
Which disaster? I'm joking. They've always had some kind of downfall and failure where Sony kind of learned the mistakes, like, hey, we should probably do this. And we haven't heard much about the whole CEO incident, so I think we're in good hands so far.
Yeah.
No crazy incidents, no extra taxings, nothing about the PS6 yet. I know, I had to bring that up because sooner or later it's bound to happen.
Yeah, I still feel like it's still way too early
I have a
for a
prediction.
PlayStation 6. What's up?
Yōtei comes out, becomes a successful game. After the game of the year, hey, we got something to show you. PS6 trailer.
Nah. I don't think I would say
After December.
No, not after December. I would say we'll start hearing about the like we're already hearing about it now, but we'll know when it's like officially confirmed. I would say not until 2026, but maybe close to 2027, close to 2028.
Okay.
Between those two years, I think that's when we're gonna hear about it.
Or someone leaking it.
Because they want to release another console within 8 years time span, which because PS5 came out in 2020, which was, I would say, one of the worst years for a console to come out. They should,
like, being at 5 years old is insane.
Yeah, and already they're like, all right, we're gonna be focusing on the PS6, so we're pretty much done with the PS5. Even though I feel like the PS5 is still a lot, still early for a lot of people because they did not get to experience it on the first year thanks to COVID. A lot of people ended up getting PS5s like maybe 2022.
Yeah, I didn't get mine until 21 actually.
Yeah, the ones that got it in 2021 we're the lucky ones. And then I would say 2022 is where most people started getting PS5s on their own, and it was a lot easier for them to actually get. But overall, console wars, like I think
console wars now.
Other than Nintendo, because Nintendo's gonna outlast both of them anyway. Because I think by 2027. I don't think people are going to care about the next PlayStation console.
Nah.
Because everyone's going to be on a PC at this point.
Or a PS5. It's like, what good is an Xbox besides it being a paperweight?
We still got people on PS4.
That's true.
Because games are still being made for the PS4.
Which
Shocker.
is good. That's some good shit.
Yeah. All right. Last bit of news.
Dun, dun, dun.
Battlefront 2 storms 1, 2, 3 places up the best selling games chart flowing resurgence.
Oh my god. You know how much it costs on Steam?
How much?
Like less than $4.
That's not bad.
I almost bought it myself.
Star Wars Battlefront 2's resurgence is a thing for gaming historians to study.
I'm buying that.
From around May onwards, the title saw a skyrocketing player count surface out of nowhere, taking the game to previous unseen heights as tens of thousands of users flocked back to the 2017 title. In recent sales data released by Circana, it was revealed that in May, Battlefront 2 became the 12th best-selling game, leaping up the charts from the 135th position it held in April. No mind tricks. Battlefront 2's shocking resurgence turned heads worldwide, with many wondering what it was that brought about this monumental return to form for EA Star Wars first-person shooter. The numbers speak for themselves, according to Circana's latest data drop. Battlefront 2's 12th place on the U.S. sales charts in May, beating Red Dead Redemption 2, Helldivers 2, and The Last of Us Part 2. Talk about a trend, right?
Man, anyone could beat The Last of Us too.
Yeah. It's no surprising that The Last of Us 2 got beat, but that's neither here nor there. Helldivers was more surprising.
Yeah, that is shocking.
It's almost precedented that a game could have this strong a player refresh this long after release. It has been almost a decade since the game dropped, yet in a single month, it managed to climb 123 places up the bestseller chart without any major changes being made to the game.
No.
What caused the Battlefront 2's resurgence? Like the growth of the Fallout 76 around the release of the live-action adaptation of the series, the sudden success of Battlefront 2 appears to be linked to alternate mediums. The ongoing success of Andor and a celebration of Revenge of the Sith gave players that Star Wars bug, and Battlefront 2 is just the most recent Star Wars FPS. It's simple, really.
That's real.
So it's good that a game that old is seeing a resurgence of people coming back to the game and wanting to play it, and the game is in a much better state when it first released. Way better, and it's still a lot of fun to play. Like, even if you lose, you still have fun because you're living out your Star Wars fantasy within this game.
Being a stormtrooper, clone, being a droid, etc., being a pilot, or having the opportune moment, which is very difficult, to become a hero.
Yeah.
Your choice, that's a Jedi or a Sith.
Yeah.
Because no one wants to play a gunner, Mandalorian, or anybody.
Yeah.
I hate you people. Anyways. Which is, I say this in serious, because like you have to earn points to get to play these heroes, and then you'll see the buffs and everything else so far, and you can level them up. I played a game for a couple of years. That's also why, before I joined the podcast.
Yeah, I've played it too. When it first like dropped, so
I played it maybe a couple of years after it dropped, and then with buddies I did like LARP, not like more like live action, like we were just talking like droids and such. The Xbox days. I miss Taylor. Anyways.
Yeah, so I mean that's pretty much it for gaming news today. Not a lot.
Nothing too crazy, insane, out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Other than just Xbox, just bad news. Just seems like Xbox is on its way to be, GG's.
Xbox.
Yeah, I could just call it a day.
Mod your 360s or something. I don't even know.
Like Xbox didn't kill Xbox, Microsoft killed Xbox. And it shows. And it shows.
Sweet caffeine. Keeps me alive. Not like Xbox, but still.
But anyway, before we let me go ahead and
like I'm doing before. I just started vibing.
All right, before we put a bow on this episode and wrap it up, just a few quick things. Sunday we will not be having an episode, unfortunately. So we'll be back again, hopefully next week, Thursday.
Then next Sunday we won't be active.
Yeah, and next Sunday after that we won't be active because I will be at a convention. I'll be working there, so probably the last Sunday of this month we will be back, and I have a group episode scheduled for that day. So
hell yeah.
I just got to confirm with our guests if they're still down to be a part of the episode, and yeah, we'll continue with we will continue with our normal usual schedule. But as I let y'all know earlier, again, big thank you to everyone over on on Instagram and TikTok for getting us over 300. We appreciate y'all so much. Thank you again. And stream schedule, I'll be streaming again on maybe Sunday. I'll do it. Maybe Sunday I'll do a game stream. Maybe not. Don't hold me to it. But Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and then of course Thursdays where we do the podcast, expect a game stream from yours truly.
Hell yeah.
And Waluigi,
like Silver said, thank you guys so much on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, etc. Wherever you're watching, we do appreciate it. We're glad to have you guys. We're glad to be here again with 300 plus followers on our main pages. Make sure you like, subscribe, repost, share it. Talk about it. If you have a problem, just hit us up. We like our communication. We like to have a good time. Microsoft, get your shit together. Sony, keep going up. That's pretty much the summary. And Ghost of Yōtei, gonna be ghost and goated. Like, I'm looking forward to it.
Absolutely. All right, y'all. With that being said, this has been episode 140 of the South Florida Gamers Podcast. We are signing off.
Peace.
Shut off everything else because we're still live. I gotta program like